expressed in this program by the host or guests do not state or reflect those of the company, its management, sponsors, or any entities they represent.
Oh, it's lit. We prime time. Subscribe, like, and share. Give us your feedback. Yo, I'm Manny at the plate and Kobe off a steal. Gretzky for the goal and Brady at the wheel. I'm a game changer, the Osaka of the tennis. And breaking scoreboards, Simone of the Olympics. Defense and big business, the Mayweather who way better. From the greatness of Jim Brown, I've been down. Talking sports before I was off the porch. Screaming Bo knows while Jordan was playing horse. Late 80s getting torched by the drive and the shot. 2016 got a ring off the three in the block. They eased to forgot the cardiac kids. Price and Doherty, Bell in the Indian years. This who it is. Your host Dee Trynt, yo, that's a name banger. Come in the streets and talk sports with the game changer. Yo, your host Dee Trynt, that's a name banger. Come in the streets and talk sports with the game changer. Yo, welcome. Dee Trynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on IG at Industry Sports or at Dee Trynt. If you missed the live streamings, you can catch the replays on Radio Public, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and various other streaming platforms. Just look for the Industry Sports channel. Like, subscribe, share, and follow. Once you get in there, you will see Game Changer Sports Talk with yours truly. Make sure you do the same. It is Thursday. Why is that significant? Well, probably because it's a week before Valentine's Day, right? And everybody wants Valentine's Day gifts. I don't know if you getting the gift. I think I'm getting the gift. I don't even know for sure. I think I might be getting the gift. I'm just saying, hey, it's around the corner. All right. I think on that day, we get a new Marvel movie, right? You know what I'm saying? Brave New World, Captain America come out on the 14th. That's fire. But none of that is as important as February 6th at 3 o'clock when the NBA trade deadline officially ends. Okay. And for a season that hasn't had a lot of trades, in the last 5 days, it's been going bananas. Okay. I'm talking about up to the minute movement. All right. So let's start with the most recent things that's been happening, right? Before we get to the big thing. At 12:22 p.m., according to ESPN, the Milwaukee Bucks are trading Patrick Baldwin Jr. and cash considerations to the San Antonio Spurs. As of 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, the Toronto Raptors are trading guard Davion Mitchell. Let me get it right. Davion Mitchell to the Miami Heat for PJ Tucker and a future second-round pick in cash consideration. Now that's interesting because a move like that tells me that the Raptors are trying to shoot for a playoff spot. But we'll get to that, why I say that in a second, okay? At 10:18 a.m. this morning, the Philadelphia 76ers are trading guard Reggie Jackson and a future first-round pick to the Washington Wizards for guard Jared Butler and 4 second-round picks. That's interesting. As of 8:13, the Golden State Warriors might not be done dealing. They have multiple expiring contracts to deal and could be looking for a big man who could shoot, like Chicago Bulls center Nikola Vucevic. As of 12:15, around after midnight, the Los Angeles Lakers are trading Dalton Knecht, Cam Reddish, a 2031 unprotected first-round pick, and a 2030 pick swap to the Charlotte Hornets for center Mark Williams. I'm talking about the rich just keep on getting richer, okay? As of 11:41 p.m. last night, the New Orleans Pelicans are trading Brandon Ingram to the Toronto Raptors for Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk, 1 first-round pick, and 1 second-round pick. Now, which year they in, we don't know. But we know they're sending all that. As of 10:20, The New York Knicks are trading center Jericho Sims to the Milwaukee Bucks to be part of the Washington Wizards trade that sent Kyle Kuzma to the Bucks for Chris Middleton. It seems that the Knicks will also receive DeLon Wright and cash considerations from Milwaukee. As of 9:07 p.m. last night, the Chicago Bulls have signed Lonzo Ball to a 2-year, $20 million contract extension. That tells me that they couldn't get somebody to trade for him today or before the deadline, but in the offseason, they'll probably be able to. And $10 million is a lot easier to trade than $22 million. I can tell you that. As of 8:49 last night, the Miami Heat are working through a resolution with Kyle Anderson after the portion of the multi-teal mega deal that would have sent him to Toronto fell through. Let's go with Jimmy Butler. Oh, yeah, this is a little extension from that. Let's go to the major trades. As of 8:14 last night, the Miami Heat are finalizing a deal to send Jimmy Butler to the Golden State Warriors for Andrew Wiggins, Dennis Schroeder, Kyle Anderson, and a protected first-round pick. Now, what I heard about this is Kyle was going to Toronto, Dennis was going to Utah, and Utah was going to apparently buy him out or something. I don't know, right? Jimmy, though, in Golden State with Steph at the point, him at the 2, Jimmy. I'm assuming Kaminga's at the 3, Draymond at the 4,
I
Mooney at
thought
the
I
5.
thought
It's pretty nice.
I thought Kyle is in Milwaukee.
Kyle Anderson?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Kuzma. Oh, my bad.
No, yeah, Kuzma went to Milwaukee, but Kyle Anderson, he was supposed to go to Miami, but Miami was going to reroute him to Toronto.
So he in Toronto?
So from the last I heard, this is new information because the last I heard, that trade went through. Schroeder ended up in Utah, and they about to buy Schroeder out.
Schroeder was doing all that talking.
You know, it does bring up. Okay, hold on, wait. Let me hit a couple more. Right, the Washington Wizards are trading Jonas Valanciunas to the Sacramento Kings for City Sissoko. So I don't know how you say his name. That looked fire though. Whatever that is, that's gas. Who else is next? The Pelicans are trading center Daniel Theus in draft compensation to the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Boston Celtics trade Jaden Springer and their 2030 second round pick to the Rockets. The Philadelphia 76ers traded KJ Martin and 2 second round picks to Detroit Pistons. And what it says? Okay, let me read this. Sources confirm that ESPN's Tim Bontemps, coupled with Caleb Martin, Quentin Grimes moves Tuesday, the 76ers are now fully out of the luxury tax for this season. Okay. The official trade for Milwaukee. Milwaukee Bucks are trading Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, and a pick swap to the Washington Wizards for Kyle Kuzma, Patrick Baldwin, and a second round pick draft compensation. The Phoenix Suns don't have a Bradley Beal trade ahead of the deadline, so they've begun entertaining Kevin Garnett. Bradley Beal said he will be open to a trade as long as it's to somewhere warm. He will not waive his no-trade clause to go anywhere that has snow or cold weather. You spend all that time in Washington, that makes sense. I ain't gonna lie. What else? What else we got? Of course, we got the big trade, right? Luka Doncic for AD. Then you got the 3-team swap that sent Zach LaVine to the Kings. De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs. And Chicago ended up with Kevin Huerter and Zach Collins and Trey Jones and a couple picks. But the Kings got hella picks. They got like 3 first-round picks and 3 second-round picks. And for taking on Zach LaVine contract. And that's crazy. But listen, by all means, if you can come up in a deal, you should be coming up in the deal. All right, so with all these moves being made, you know what my Twitter timeline says? Why aren't the Cavs making any moves? The Cavs are going to get left behind. Okay. I ain't going to lie, right? At first, Hooli, where you at? Because I know you want to hear this. So at first, is that Andrew Berry or was that? So at first, what you got me watching?
He say that's Andrew Berry.
Yeah.
Damn, I hope this mic don't mess up when I move it. It been tripping. Come on, Mike.
So check it.
Can you still hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, so before yesterday, I wasn't tripping on the Cavs making no moves or not. But when I got up today, I say, yeah, they might have to make a couple moves. Now, a hot button move is DeAndre Hunter from Atlanta.
Yeah,
What
I've
I've read. Go ahead.
I've been seeing that a lot.
Yeah, from what I've read, they've been in talks all night. Man, that's Andrew Berry, bro. Who is that?
Man, shut up. Ain't no damn Andrew Berry.
That's Tap.
Yeah, that's John. That's John Payne on Instagram. I mean, on Facebook.
Okay, what's up with it, Mr. Payne?
What's up with it? Andrew Berry.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. You could have put on the suit. I'd have thought you was Mr. Berry. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'd have been like, hey, let me get some insider on this Miles situation. But we talking NBA right now. It's a pleasure to have you, Tap. What's good?
What's good, my boy?
Yeah, we on this NBA free agent watch.
I've been listening to y'all talk. I'm just waiting for me so I can chime in.
Okay, you setting up. Listen, at first I thought he was just playing a video or something. I say, well, damn, he just put shit on the screen. All right, well, let me see how that turned out and shit.
No, I had him in the background.
Nah, so okay, so the Cavs been talking to the Hawks about DeAndre Hunter, right? I guess they trying to figure. Go ahead, Tap. What you say?
No, I heard about that like 4 days ago. That conversation just sparked in the interest of Cam Johnson, Milton a little bit. But go ahead.
Yeah, I was never a fan of the Cam Johnson thing, but we'll get to that part in a second. DeAndre Hunter. So I look at this. Okay, well, first let me start with the details. From what I've gathered, the Cavs and Hawks are trying to figure out how to make this trade and put them both under the first apron. Right? Yeah. Now, it's a way for the Cavs to make this trade and get under the first apron. But it's kind of hard to do it for both them and Atlanta without the Cavs giving up something that I don't think they should give up. So that's where my dilemma is. If it was me, hey, listen, you can get LeVert and Niang and a pick, and it's over with.
Keep going.
Ain't no keep going. That's too much. Anything else is too much for Hunter. You see?
You're talking about just for Hunter himself?
Yeah, just for Hunter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just for Hunter. Because I don't want nothing else off their team. Hunter is fine. He fits the need. I feel like he would be a good, long term, he would be a good
boy.
A good piece and a good role model for Amani. Amani right behind him. You got somebody who about as tall as you, about as long as you, who play defense and got a little jump shot. That's probably a good little older mentor for you. You know what I'm saying, at that position. That's how I would look at it.
What about Clint Capella?
Why would I want Clint Capella? Is he on the last year of his deal? His deal like $20 million a year.
I thought he'd be a free agent next year.
Then so then he on the last year of his deal.
Yeah.
But the thing about that is, if the Cavs take on that, then they would. Hunter already making $21 million a year. So if you take on him and Capella, this is what I'm saying. Now you gotta make it match. So now Levert makes 16
Get rid of
and
Levert.
Yang make 8. So
Get
that's
rid of
24.
Get rid of
If you
Levert.
add Dean Wade, that's
hell no.
That's 34.
We keep it Dean Wade.
Why would you keep Dean Wade?
I'm like a lot of people. I'm not fond of Dean Wade because Dean Wade never stay healthy. His 5 years here, 4 years, whatever. I'm high on Dean Wade because his height, his length, his wingspan. I say give Dean Wade like 2 more years and see what you can get out of him. If nothing works after those 2 years, then get rid of Dean Wade. But I'm a little pop Dean Wade. I got like 2 toes left on the ground for Dean Wade, and that's it. Because he can't stay healthy. So I say give him 2 more years and see what we can do with him in 2 years. After that, I wash my hands of Dean Wade.
You got more patience than me because this the last year of his 3-year deal, and I was already ready for him to go last year. Don't get me wrong. I understand and I see it. When Dean Wade plays, he gives the Cavs an extra something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think he fits better off the bench, and Okoro should start hands down. But that's another conversation. That's another part of the conversation.
That's another conversation for a whole other day. Yeah.
No, we're gonna get into it today. We're just gonna get into it later. No, it's cool. So, so I'm like, look, Hunter cool. It's no, you matter of fact, hold on. No, let's go ahead and tap that, bro. Let's go ahead. No pun intended. Let's tap into that though. Right?
Okay.
Who are the players that you would like to see go?
Me personally, or as a fan, or as to get us out the first apron so we don't touch the second apron in 2 years. Like what you?
No, I'm speaking. Okay, so when I ask the question, I'm kind of asking for the full depth, right?
Okay.
What move would you ideally make? Like, what is your ideal movement? That I guess that's the best way to word it.
All right, so I'll look at we just gave Okoro money, so it's gonna be hard to move him. I'm not a fan of Karis LeVert whatsoever. I think his play style is more like New York, Brooklyn Nets, because he was on Brooklyn before. People remember that. I would try to trade LeVert, Niang. To me, me and Bud and Gator and Sean was talking about this the other day on the podcast. Why did we get rid of Jetty and get this dude from Miami? And he's not really showing me what I need out of my 3, out of my small forward. I'm not seeing it. I'll try. I'm gonna say what's possible. I'll possibly try to move LeVert, Okoro, Niang, and Matt Strus. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, you need to see what you got in Amani Bates. He need to get some more minutes on the floor in these dead games. You need to see what you got out of him because in the G League, that nigga averages like he's a dog. You know what I'm saying? Average is 25 and a half, 26 and a half in G League. You need to see, you've been riding him on the bench for 2 years. You need to see what you got out of him. You already know what you got in what's that young boy?
Craig Porter Jr.
Yes, you know what you got out of him. Good backup point guard. I keep him. You cleared the bench from the bums you had last year. All the big men that wasn't playing. You got rid of all of them. You got rid of Mobley brother. You cleared the bench. You need to see what you got in your bench. Go down to like 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th man. Let's see what you really got on your bench. On these empty games that they need to be playing these empty games. You need to see what we got out of them. And then if we evaluate that, I could say we could lose 8 more games. It ain't gonna hurt us if we lose 8 more throughout the season. Play them bench players so we can see what assets we really truly have, and we can start rotating pieces for real. Because after the trade deadline today, it's gonna be hard to move pieces, even though there's still gonna be moves made a month from now, 2 months. Somebody gonna go to the office and be like, "Yeah, I want out." But for real, Matt Strus was overpaid. Karis LeVert was tremendously overpaid. Like I didn't see no value in that trade. We were so thirsty to get him from the Pacers. I never understood that move whatsoever. And it wasn't even a money move. Like
hold on. My bad, but I don't think you mentioned this. It might have just happened.
It did just happen. I was kind of trying to let Tap finish before I jumped into it.
I know I ain't want to cut my bands off, but you know, this is the update.
It's trade deadline.
Oh, so you got the news?
Yeah, I got it.
I don't get my phone.
Phoenix Suns are trading Yusuf Nurkic and a 2026 first round pick to the Charlotte Hornets for Cody Martin, Vasile Misic, and a 2026 second round pick. Also, the update, though Kevin Durant still has not requested a trade, multiple teams are being aggressive in their efforts to acquire him from the Suns. Among the teams trying to land Durant is Atlanta Hawks. Now, this is exactly why they can't get a Coro. This is exactly why you can't have a Coro. Let me actually put my sentiments on this, okay?
Go ahead.
I get so upset when I hear people say trade a Coro, because basketball-wise, it makes no sense whatsoever. Let me tell you why. You have 4 stars. You have 4 guys that you pay as superstars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you're going to be able to pay a 5th one to start in that lineup in Cleveland? No. You need somebody who fits the lineup, who allows everybody else or that you pay high money to do their job at a high level. The only person that they put in that does that is a Coro. He's the only person who impacts the game and isn't required to have the ball in his hand to be an impact. He's good in transition. He's good on the hockey pass. He's good on the pass off the dribble. Outside of Donovan Mitchell and the 2 bigs, he's the only one who can legitimately play above the rim off the bounce, off the dribble. He's only 24 years old.
What was that young boy we had when we had a Coro, but we traded him off 2 years ago? We chose him over. We chose a Coro over him. No. It was him and this other dude. He was light skinned. He's kind of cocky.
Hold on. Hey, I heard the Cavs just got Hunter.
Hold up. Let me see. Let me get the last. Let me get the. Hold up.
Let me go get my phone. Let me go grab my phone.
Let me get the update. Hold up.
I'm trying to charge I'm trying to turn my laptop on. It won't turn on.
Okay, hold on. I got you, bro. I got you. We good. We gonna hold you down though. Don't stress.
Oh, here you go. I finally got to turn on. Come on, baby.
Hold on. Might be fake news. Let's see.
Fake news?
It might be, man. Oh, wait. Hold on. The Atlanta Hawks are trading for DeAndre Hunter to Cleveland for Karis LeVert, Georges Niang, and 3 second-round picks and 2 pick swaps. That's cool. Okay, so let me tell you, right? If you got a problem with wing defenders, why would you trade your best wing defender? It makes no sense. You would want to pair him with another wing defender, so that way you don't only have one, and you can actually rotate the 2 because of your guard play. So for me, I would rather have the luxury of playing Hunter and Okoro together than trade one for the other.
Right, because listen.
Turn on, baby. Come on,
Okoro, man.
I'm gonna chime in after you, bud.
On the defensive side, like, man, he's a strong ox, bro. Like he not as tall as the people that he be guarding, but he is strong and he a dog, bro. Like the man is a gorilla. Like,
you know what he remind me of? He remind me of
homeboy that won with the Wizards. I mean, not the Wizards, but with the Warriors.
That's who was that white boy the white boy we had in the 2016 championship run that was playing point? Who's the little white boy we had down from Australia? He remind me of Della Vedova. The way he played.
Oh, his
You know,
grittiness, his
77?
His
toughness. I see what
grittiness,
you're
yeah.
saying.
His grittiness.
He relentless. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I like that in him.
Yeah, he a dog. He don't back down.
But one
I'm
thing
glad
he
they
has,
didn't send him home. I did not want him to be in that trade. I'm glad they didn't send him home.
but so listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. If all right, from a basketball standpoint, not a fan, okay. We seen him Okoro for 2 years in the playoffs. When everybody getting clamped down and they need Okoro, he's not there.
That's not fair.
During the regular season, he's there. He hitting that corner three. He might pop out and get you a 12-point game. He might have a good 4-game stretch on you during the regular season. But in the playoffs, he ain't nowhere to be found. I don't need you for defense in the playoffs. I need you to score in the playoffs. But if you're just on the floor for defense, you're a liability then.
I push back on this take because it would be a difference if the coach that drafted him knew how to run an NBA offense, but he doesn't. He didn't.
Because Okoro is a bucket getter. Okoro can get buckets.
Oh,
He ain't the best shooter, but he can get the buckets. You know
he can get to the hole, yeah.
And
So
he's starting to trying to get his shooting up. He's working on it every year.
He played real timid a lot though, if you notice. Like when he play against he play against like an Atlanta or Orlando or say like just an average below average team in the league, right? He'll be aggressive. He'll slice to the hole. He dunking. He he doing everything, pushing the ball up court. But when he play above 500 teams, he seems to like kind of step. Maybe it's the play calling from the coach. Maybe it's not him. Maybe it's the coach.
And wait. And what about the matchup though? See, when you play them bigger teams, he has a better matchup than he has when he plays the lower ranked teams.
Yeah.
You're gonna take when you gotta check a Jason Tatum or a Jaylen Brown, you're not gonna have the same energy on offense, especially when they don't call plays for you on offense as it is.
So let me ask you a question. When we did have that player that played like that, but think about it. He Ahmad Shumpert, but Ahmad Shumpert had a jumper. Ahmad Shumpert had the whole package. He wasn't just defense. He was offense and defense. Imagine going to get somebody that will play his position. You're not really gonna get much usage minutes on the court. You ain't gonna see the ball that much. But when we do hand you that baby, I need you to be explosive. I need you to be precise. We need to go find somebody like that with some height. Our team height event, I'm going to keep talking on it, bud. You know, I've been mentioning it for the past couple of times I've been on the show. At height from 1 to 3, we are at a loss. We don't average nothing but 6'4.5", and that's it. That's small in this league nowadays. We don't have no height in the backcourt.
I wish it was more height out there too, but that's why I feel like we need to go to that G League and bring our young boys up and let them, like he said, let them play in these dummy minutes, and when we let them get up in there, man.
Amani Bates is 6'7", walking bucket. And he gets no burn.
6'9".
My fault. 6'9". My fault.
6'9".
Walking bucket, bro. That boy got talent, and I don't know why. I like this coach. Don't get me wrong. He way better than what's his name. But shoot, you got to play him. You letting everybody else get burned. What is it about him that you don't trust him on the court?
I think that's a premature judgment. First off, I'm a person who try to keep stuff in context. Kenny Atkinson been here. When did the season start? In October?
Yeah.
We in January. So he been here, 4 months?
Yeah.
I don't expect him to know how everybody's going to play in every situation in 4 months.
True.
That's unrealistic.
True.
Right? He has to see how his main guys play and which one of them he does or doesn't want to keep, which we just found out. Right? These are the two guys he especially didn't want to keep. Karis LeVert and Niang, which makes sense. The emergence of Ty Jerome makes it irrelevant to have
I want to
character votes.
I want to
Even though I
speak on
like
that.
them playing together, it is
Mhm.
irrelevant to have those two because
Yeah.
one can do what the other one does, right?
Yeah.
And then Niang is undersized and he
Over,
doesn't do well with one-on-one defense.
overweight and undersized.
So, those two guys, if you could turn those two guys into one guy, that's great.
Are those picks? What are those picks? That they
They
gave us.
So they gave them 3 second-round picks. They didn't say which years yet. And they gave them 2 pick swamps. So they get to swamp the better of 2 picks, probably in the next 2 out of the next 5 years. And they're gonna get 3 second-round picks.
Are those
They ain't
are those picks protected?
No. I wouldn't.
Okay.
Why would you protect them?
No, I'm just asking. You never
No,
know.
they shouldn't protect them because you gotta dish out too much money to be protecting picks.
I'm just making sure they ain't doing nothing goofy.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I'm talking about? Make sure they ain't do nothing goofy. We talking about this bad, man. What you talking about?
I just want to make sure they ain't do nothing goofy. I did not expect you to say that, but I
You know what I'm
felt
saying?
the
Because you
fuck
never
out of
know.
that shit.
This team would give a team protected picks, and then later down the road in 3 years, they number 1 seed going to the playoffs, and then the next following season they got all these first and second round picks that's protected that can't be moved or touched, and now they better than us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to make sure they ain't doing nothing outrageous. Where we gonna learn from it from the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
no, learn from past mistakes. No, you right about that. I just think though it's hard. Like you already chose your core of your team.
Yeah.
To me, like you these 5 guys is the core of your team.
Yeah.
Spider, Garland, Mobley, Allen, and Okoro. That's what I take out of it. Because them the only people who got paid this offseason. Nobody else got paid but them 5. So that told me that Kobe Altman see this as the core of his team. Right?
You're right.
With the addition of DeAndre Hunter, I am perfectly okay with DeAndre starting.
I would have took Cam Johnson over Hunter. I'm just.
Why do you want Cam Johnson over DeAndre? I need to hear this. I'm all ears, bro. Why do you want Cam over DeAndre?
Hey, cut your mic. You good?
Me?
Oh no, you good? Now I was telling Dee Trynt to cut his mic off while you was talking because it's like an echo coming.
Oh yeah,
No, you good?
So the reason why I'm so high off of Cam Johnson, right? I played basketball, but I didn't play at a high level. When you see raw talent, it's like when you see Cam Johnson, you be like, just pass him the ball, bro. That's raw talent right there. Get him the ball. He don't panic under pressure. The boy's still young. How old is he now? Hold on. Hold on. Let me pull up Cam Johnson's stats real quick. So I don't look crazy. Come on, you slow internet.
Hey, the white boy bench about to be crazy.
So to me, all right. So look at the Cavs, right? I'm gonna even go back to 2012 Cavs, right? When we had did we have JJ Hickson at that time?
You said the 2012 Cavs?
Yeah. That's when
you talking we drafted Kyrie and Dion and them?
Yeah.
So Kyrie was the 2011 draft.
JJ Hickson win.
JJ Hickson would have been
2009. Yeah. All right, so when you look at the Cavs back in like 2010 to 2014, right? We had height, we had slashers. They was young. They really had no, but I want young and athletic. I want height. I want confidence. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no Daniel Marshall standing in the corner just waiting to shoot a three. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that. I don't want no big man just to shoot in the corner. You talk about spacing the floor when it's Mobley. So now it's going to be, to me, now it's Mobley, Deontay Hunter, Matt Strus, Darius Garland, and Donovan Mitchell, right? That's what it basically looks like. It's going to be if Allen sit out or bar injury or whatever, or vice versa. You'll have DeAndre Hunter at the 3 and Strus on the bench, and there'll be Darius Garland. Okay. So to me, if you put that together and you put Cam Johnson there, to me, they look more intimidating. Cam Johnson come from, think about it. Our coach came from New York, from Brooklyn. Cam Johnson's playing in Brooklyn. It's the same system there that Kenny Atkins left when he left Brooklyn and went to Golden State. It's the same system. Now Kenny Atkins leaving Golden State and coming to Cleveland. If you bring Cam Johnson in here, Kenny Atkins already knows the Brooklyn way. So now he could input. I feel like Cam Johnson could come right in the door and start off jump. And him and Kenny Atkins will just have that chemistry up here. And
okay, hold on, Tap. I gotta ask this because I'm hearing you, but I still haven't heard what asset is Cam Johnson supposed to be to us. I hear his correlation. I hear how he's familiar. I don't understand what makes him an asset to the Cavs.
Okay, well, if we need to get over the hump, because everybody in the world knows what the Cavs' downfall is. They have no height and no shooting, right? Even though we're the number one scoring team and number one defense and all that other stuff, I get it. And Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell shoot at a high rate from the 3, and Sam Merrill and everybody else, I get it. But we ain't got no Cam Johnson on here. If we have LeVert, we got rid of LeVert right now. Hunter's coming. So before the trade, if you look at the Cavs right now as a whole, like we've seen since October till now, I will put Cam Johnson over anybody on that bench, and dare I say, starting over Strus, LeVert, Niang, Dean Wade, all of them. To me, if we had Cam Johnson during those 2 losses to Atlanta and them 2 games against the Thunder, we wouldn't have took that loss last night from Boston if we had Cam Johnson. I guarantee, because instead of Okoro struggling to check Brown or anybody, because can't nobody check. You ain't gonna stop nobody. But
I was about to say Okoro didn't even play that game.
Yeah, I'm just talking about if he was playing, you know what I'm saying. But nobody can stop Brown or Tatum because we're undersized. They tower over everybody. But if you put Cam Johnson in that mix, and he'll wing, the dynamic of the ball placement and movement will be tremendous, way better than it is now. And we're good right now. But it would just he takes us to that next level. He has that makeup and that dynamic that takes us to that next tier that we need to be consistent against Boston, Atlanta, Thunder, the teams with height, aggressiveness. When we got to go play the Knicks, having Cam Johnson makes a difference. Butler, I'll still be like, we might have some issues. To me, Cam Johnson makes me feel more comfortable going out on that floor, knowing we got all the pieces. Nope, not questionable pieces. We have all the pieces that we need to be successful and to stay number 1 and to keep that home court advantage.
I'm gonna tell you. Now I hear that, right? Some of that I could get with, right? The problem is for me is Cam Johnson is overrated. First off. Secondly, he don't play no defense that's valuable. He's just tall. He can shoot. He don't got a handle that you can trust off the dribble. He doesn't have a pass game that you can rely on. He's not even really a 3. He's an undersized stretch 4. So he doesn't. That's why I asked the question: how is he an asset to us? He's not more of an asset to us than Hunter. Hunter, who's going to come in and play solid defense, even dare I say lockdown defense on the wing at times. On top of not only he can do that, but he's a threat to give you buckets on the other end. You're not going to be super stronger than Hunter. You're not going to be super taller than Hunter. You're not going to be more athletic than him. He checks all those boxes. Perfect. Cam Johnson is just, I feel like that's just a name people fell in love with because people love to look at what they got and underappreciate it for what they think they should have. And I think this is a problem Cleveland, just as an entire fan base, has a problem with. Instead of appreciating what we have, we want to look at something else. We think we want that. Trade shit that we think we don't want just to turn around and have to replace some of them same characteristics of the shit that we traded away. Makes no sense. So what like I said, I like the Hunter move. And I like the Hunter move because you give up 2 guys who really don't have
I love the Hunter move. No, I was saying I love the Hunter move. I mean, I'm sorry about my,
Who cares?
Karras, that's my guy.
Yeah, that's his boy right there.
Man, Karras is about to get traded to Phoenix.
Yeah, Karras is, to me, I feel like they was using him to move more pieces to move. They just getting assets to move more.
They about to send them 2 picks.
Do y'all think Durant is about to go somewhere?
Durant about to go to Atlanta.
He about to go to Atlanta.
You think
he about to go to Atlanta? Bro, they about to trade. I'm gonna tell you what it's about to be. They about to trade Capella to make the money work. Bogdan Bogdanovic, because he gonna be another wing that they can use over there with Booker. And 9 times out of 10, it's probably gonna be one of them young cats. So don't be surprised if Dyson Daniels part of that deal. And they gonna send all them picks that the Cavs just sent. They about to send that shit to Phoenix. And it's about to be Trae Young with Kevin Durant and Reece Shea. Is they big 3?
I'm gonna throw this out here real quick. Let me just chime in real quick. Cam Johnson of right now, field goal percentage is 48.8. His 3-point percentage is 41.7, 42%. He averages 4 rebounds a game, 3 assists, one steal, 1 block. He only averages he averages 32 minutes a game. That's consistency. That's consistency.
Brooklyn record is what?
But that Brooklyn's trash. I'm just talking about individual record.
But I'm saying though, so my thing is this: it's a lot of cats in the NBA who get numbers on trash teams. They don't impress me. You know what I'm saying? You were in Phoenix, and Phoenix has been a championship level team for at least the past 6 seasons, and they didn't think you were enough.
I mean, there's a lot.
It was you. I'm saying it was him, Booker, Mikal Bridges, DeAndre Ayton, and you weren't enough. They needed to go get Kevin Durant. You weren't enough.
And Kevin Durant still ain't enough for that team.
Kevin Durant is enough. The problem is Phoenix just do stupid shit.
It's a horrible rant organization.
Yeah, like they just do stupid shit.
Yeah.
That's all. You know what I'm saying? It was no need for you to get rid of Aiden when all he wanted was the ball. You should have got rid of the coach first. Got the new coach in there and then see how it went. But no.
You see how he playing over there with the Blazers now?
Yeah, he going crazy.
Going crazy over there.
If he ain't cost so much, I would have said the Cavs go get him. But he cost too damn much.
Way too much.
So, I like the Hunter trade. But let me ask you, Tap. What you think about the Luka to Lakers and AD to the Mavs? Where you at with that?
All right, we chimed on this about 3 days ago. and I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on what I said. To me, there's rumblings. It's not solidified. It's not written in stone. But you know how Brian is, and he's real crypto in his wordplay. He wants to retire Cavs. LeBron's been watching these Cavs for the past 3 years, and all he do is like, man, they really good over there. Man, you know what I'm saying? I got my son in the league now. I did what I was supposed to do. I got one more year to get my other son to play with him in the league. And they have to replace LeBron as the icon in the face of the league, right? But the Lakers can't take an L and go back into the dark place like they was for all those years. Even with Kobe on the team, Kobe was old, injured, and all that stuff. But I feel that LeBron, after next year, within 2 years, he's going to go to the Cavs and retire a Cavs. They need Luka to be in the Laker organization for that icon image and to keep Lakers relevant. I think Dallas is on the verge of championship run with Dirk, like Dirk and, you know what I'm saying, the Jet. I think that's a dangerous move. Sure, man, I can't even say nothing. Dallas is, man, that shit look crazy over there right now.
Wait, hold on, Tap. We're going to pause for station identification right quick. Dee Trynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Catch us on IG at Industry Sports or at Dee Trynt. If you missed the live streamings, you can catch the replays on Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Spotify, and various other streaming platforms. Just look for the Industry Sports channel. Like, subscribe, share, follow. Once you get in there, you will see Game Changer Sports Talk with yours truly. Make sure you do the same. We talking NBA trade deadline moves, giving it up to the minute news as we get it as well. I'm sitting up here with Hooley and the OG Tap going and giving us good feedback about what do you think about the Luka train and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and let him finish his monologue. As you were saying, bro.
So, to me, it's either two different scenarios. It's either this is replacement. LeBron got maybe 2 more seasons with the Lakers, so that they're trying to win him something, or this is a move to replace LeBron when he leaves to retire Cavs. Because at 43, he retiring. I don't care what nobody say. He retiring at the age of 43. He's been giving hints and tweets. When they interview him about how the Cavs look, he always speaks so highly of it. Him and Dan Gilbert already had, they already made up for the little whatever he did. He brought a championship here. On the other end, they could be chasing that last ring LeBron has a chance of getting with the Lakers. And I feel that Luka, even though he's not good on defense, everybody knows it. He don't play no defense. LeBron, he played chase down. LeBron plays defense. I won't say he doesn't, but he up there in age now, so his defense ain't gonna be as much as, you know what I'm saying? That's what the young boys for. But when it's clutch time, he gonna play that defense. Do I feel like the Lakers are better with Luka than AD? I think it's the same. I think they're on the same level, to be honest with you. Because that boy AD was out there getting 35 and 15, 42 and 12.
Wait, 20. you said you think AD on the same level as Luka? Is that what you said?
No. I feel that scoring, rebound wise, and I'm just going on scoring. I'm not talking about skill set. I'm not talking about longevity or whatever. To me, the way AD was scoring and LeBron, and they start winning, for the Lakers really start winning. They start, you know what I'm saying? They start winning some games, beating some teams they shouldn't have been beaten. Luka being there, it's like, all right, you replace AD scoring and rebounds and assists, and you bring in Luka. It's kind of like you just replacing the points with the points. It's not really giving you because now you small in the paint. You got that one, what's that young boy that they got down there now? The light-skinned dude with the fro. What's that young boy name? What's that center name?
With the throw for
Yeah.
you talking about Max Christie?
No,
One they just traded.
They traded Christie. No, I'm talking about the center now since AD been gone. He been playing the last 2 days.
Oh, you talking about Jackson Hayes?
Yeah, I like him, but he ain't no AD. He ain't no Allen. He ain't no Akins. You know what I'm saying?
They got Mark Williams now.
Yeah, they just got Mark Williams. Mark Williams.
Did they?
Mark Williams, nice.
But
From Charlotte. Charlotte.
I think I'm gonna close it with this. Do I think Luka gives him a better chance to win a championship? Hell yeah, 100% more than AD, 100%. Because now you're gonna have more attention on 2 men on this side of the wing when Luka got the ball, and you got Brown on the other side. So everybody gonna be focused on them too. Like with AD, you can play 1v1 with AD, big on big. With Luka, now you're bringing a lot of attention towards the other side of the wing. So I feel that's where the advantage comes with the Lakers having Luka, because he at any given day he could score you 54 just on a hot day, just going crazy. I give the Lakers maybe 4th seed, 5th seed, maybe. It just depends on if they stay healthy. But now the Mavs are loaded. Now Kyrie got. I think Kyrie is in a better situation now than he was with the 2016 Cavs. Dare I say?
That's wild.
Dare I say?
Dare you say?
Dare I say? I'm looking at. I didn't see any games yet, but just by names and looking at that lineup, who's stopping the Mavs? Who's stopping the Mavs? Name one. Thunder going on a nice little run. Don't get it twisted. They on a nice little run, but this is the second half of the season. And teams are making trades.
Well, after today, can't nobody make no trade. It's just a buyout market.
Facts.
But let's look at these standings.
Let's look at it.
As of right now, Dallas is the 8th seed. The Lakers are the 5th seed. So I can argue that the Lakers will probably end up with the number 2 seed.
Ooh.
Let me explain something to people. And it amazes me how people have, and I'm not saying you, right?
Okay.
I don't want you to feel.
No, go ahead.
When I say people, don't mean I'm shouting you out subliminally. That's not what this is, all right? This is just my overview. I literally mean people, right? There are lots of people who just either don't understand ball or don't understand how moves put together work.
Right.
Okay. This is what I said. This is my take, right?
Okay.
If I'm JJ Redick, LeBron and Luka starts in the backcourt.
Off top.
LeBron, your job is to be you. But your number one job is to score. You are the number one scorer. Okay? You have the all-time scoring record. There's no reason for you to do anything other than blow that bitch out of proportion. Okay? When we get finished with you, this motherfucking record gonna be so untouchable that a nigga ain't gonna even think about the scoring record. They just gonna think about how much they can score in their career.
Okay.
Luka is running the show. And I can stagger y'all, right? I can let you run the show and Luka run it and alternate y'all on the bench, right? Because you have these type of things going on the wings. You got Jared Vanderbilt and Dorian Finney-Smith, who are both virtually 3-and-D guys that can rebound. Okay? You got Mark Williams, who's going to start, 7-footer, 9'9" wing, versus standing reach. Right? So, on top of that, all of y'all at least 6'6". So, when they run zone, nobody's getting passes off. There's no cross-court passing. There's no I could beat you to the hole because
Mhm.
LeBron one of the best chase down blockers.
Yes.
And the other three of the other four guys he's starting with plays defense. So at 24, if he took Ira Newble and them to the fucking championship, if in 2016 he took Kyrie and Love both hobbling on one leg to the championship, what makes people think at 40 with Luka that he can't go to the championship? And Luka just went last year. Outside of OKC, nobody in the West is scary. Right? Houston potentially can become scary. Denver look like they formidable again with the Russell Westbrook and Jokic dynamic, allowing Murray and Porter Jr. to actually play to
I'm,
their strength.
I'm
But
still I'm still not high on that, but
yeah, because Aaron Gordon is out of place.
he don't know what to do now.
Yeah, because he's not a rim protector. He's a good wing defender, but he's not a rim protector.
Mhm.
So I don't understand. I thought he should have been moved.
They don't know what they're doing with him.
Memphis look good. I ain't gonna lie. Memphis got a nice dynamic. I don't believe in a bench, but they got a nice dynamic with that starting lineup. So I genuinely believe that the Lakers can leapfrog Denver, Houston, and Memphis respectfully. And they're 6 games behind Memphis, 3 games behind Houston and Denver. Dallas. I think Dallas can get up to 4.
I think they could too.
I think Dallas can get up to 4. Because I ain't gonna lie, the Clippers been balling this year. Shout out to James Harden.
Shout out to Kawhi Leonard come back from calf injury.
You know what I'm saying? Like they've been balling.
Mm-hmm. But do you trust
Sacramento?
James Harden and Kawhi Leonard when it comes to playoff time? Do you trust them?
I trust Kawhi.
Not with that calf.
I mean, it should, by the time he gets to the playoffs, it shouldn't be an issue again.
Man, none of the doctors know what's really wrong with his calf. It just keep hurting.
Then that's a medical problem. Then I gotta question the people he going to for medical advice, because it's way too many advancements in medicine for y'all not to know what the fuck going on after 4 years.
Man, this nigga been having this calf problem for about 4 years, yeah.
But San Antonio is fucked him up though.
Yeah.
They misdiagnosed him and shit, and had him rehabbing some shit that wasn't even fucked up.
True.
So imagine that shit set him back 2 years. He still got to get the shit fixed. Like shit. I applaud the Clippers for sticking it out with him.
I do too, because they could have got rid of him. Well, no, they couldn't. Could not his contract, but if I was him, I would have tried to move him last year, because I'm just like, it ain't working. I mean, Paul George stay injured, Kawhi stay injured, Harden want to be a celebrity. It's a mess over there. It's a hot mess over there in Clipperland. But let me ask you a question then.
Yes, sir.
So barring no injuries, barring it is what it is for right now, and we got to April, right? May or April?
Till April, to the beginning of middle April, when the playoffs start.
Who do you put in your top 5 in East and West? I'm talking about place, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Because after fifth,
in the East?
East and West.
Okay. Taking everybody's movement into consideration. I'm gonna start with the West first. Right now, it's OKC, Memphis, Houston, Denver, and both LA teams locked in for playoff spots. with Minnesota, Dallas, Sacramento, and Phoenix all playing for bidding for the play-in. Houston has really shocked me this year because I didn't think they would turn a corner this year.
32.
I thought they would turn a corner next year.
That's crazy, bro.
But I felt like they was about to have a logjam problem. But then I realized Adams about to come off contract, Van Fleet contract about to be up, Dylan Brooks contract about to be up. So they about to really be able to just run with their young guys. But I don't see them falling off to the point where they don't make the playoffs. Sacramento at the 9 spot, I think could get leapfrogged by a newly assembled Golden State. Because even though I don't think the lineup of Curry, Butler, Kuminga, Green, and Looney will get them to the championship, it will get them in the playoffs. Phoenix, I don't believe is going to make the playoffs. Especially, I don't think it matters if they keep Kevin Durant or not. I don't think they make the playoffs.
Me neither.
Sacramento has a chance, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like Malik Monk playing the point. My problem with them is they don't have a defensive center. So as long as you're playing DeMontis at the center, you're just going to be exciting. So I genuinely think Golden State and San Antonio could leapfrog Sacramento and Phoenix for the play-in. So I'll put them at 9 and 10. OKC stays number 1. I'm going to go Lakers at 2, Memphis at 3, Dallas at 4, Denver at 5, Houston at 6, and then the play-in will consist of Minnesota, San Antonio, Golden State, and most likely the Clippers.
You think Golden State gonna make the play-in?
Yeah. Over Phoenix and Sacramento? Absolutely. Because, and that's why I said, the starting lineup of Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, Jonathan Kuminga, Draymond Green, and Kevon Looney, it may not win you a championship, but it's going to get you in the playoffs.
I mean, playoff Jimmy.
Jimmy. Listen, don't nobody on that West want to deal with playoff Jimmy.
Nobody. I don't give nobody. People forget he started in the West. People forget he already know how the West Coast play. He started over there. He moved to the East Coast.
So yeah, that's what I would go with for the West. Now, as far as the East, I don't think it's going to be a lot of moving. I think the biggest improvement will be Toronto, because I think that the moves Toronto made told me that they're going to at least try to make the play-in. Acquiring Brandon Ingram and then getting PJ Tucker. You don't go after a PJ Tucker if you don't plan on trying to make the playoffs. This is not a move you make.
It's not a good money move. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like the pairing of Barnes, Barrett, and Ingram.
Yeah, that's a good pairing.
I think that's a good pairing. The only problem I have with that is if Barnes playing the 4, that's a bad thing.
He's so undersized. I don't understand why. I don't know.
He should play the 2.
Yeah.
They should play the 2 and move Barrett to the 3 and move Ingram to the 4. That's what I would do. But I don't know if they're going to do that. I ain't going to lie. But I think they could leapfrog somebody. Most likely Detroit, because I just don't think Detroit can sustain their good play through the heart of the season.
It's JB Bickerstaff. We already know what's going to happen.
Yeah, they gonna choke when it counts. It's cool. But they gonna play hard though.
Yeah, they're gonna make it to the first round. They're not gonna be a play-in team. They're gonna make the playoffs. They're not gonna be a
Who's
play-in
gonna
team.
make the playoffs?
I think Detroit gonna make the playoffs. They're not gonna be a play-in team. I think they're gonna make the playoffs. I think Detroit is gonna take over Miami and the Bucks. They're gonna surprise everybody and get the 5th seed.
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie. If JB get the 5th seed, he deserved Coach of the Year. I ain't gonna even hold you.
Like, because I didn't expect them to win 11 games this season. No bullshit. Nobody did. Everybody's talking about how terrible Detroit roster was orchestrated. And they winning. And they winning good. They beating good teams. And they playing tough. They took us to the last minute, the last second shot last night.
James, you say they're gonna leapfrog Miami and I don't know about Miami, bro.
I don't trust Miami. I don't trust the Bucks. Middleton.
Middleton gone.
I know he gone. So now, who you got at your stretch 3?
It's Kuzma.
I never trusted Kuzma.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you one thing I like about Kuzma that he got over Chris Middleton. Kuzma gonna shoot that bitch. You ain't never gotta worry about Kuzma not taking a wide open shot. You don't got to worry about him getting back on defense.
He gonna shoot that bitch.
Quality team defense, and whatever shot you give him, he gonna take it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And Kuzma get hot. Don't get me wrong, man. Chris Middleton get hot. You know, he might hit you for close to a triple-double. You know, he got a nice little dribble game to help him get open. But Kuzma get hot, bruh. And it changed the whole dynamic of games. You know what I'm saying? Just because of his attitude towards it.
Mm-hmm.
Kuzma gonna hit his shots and he gonna talk his shit. And by the time you realize Kuzma ain't the man, Giannis then got his shit off and Dame busting your head open. So I like it for them. I don't know if Detroit gonna leapfrog them. I would say Detroit has a better bench than them, so I could see that because of that. But I don't know. Detroit don't got enough experience. You got Tobias Harris as the vet over there, bruh. I ain't putting no faith in that.
I mean, we got Tristan Thompson as the vet over here.
Yeah, that's not true. That's not true.
He ain't the vet on the
What are we calling vet? First off, let me ask the preliminary question. What are we calling vets?
Okay, all right, look like that. Championship experience.
Okay. Ty Jerome got championship experience too. He was literally the point guard on the Golden State squad that won the ship. Or the backup.
I'm going to say he was the backup.
He was backup. But he was definitely on that team. On that 22 team. So he's not the only one. He's not the only one with playoff experience. He's not the only one with deep playoff experience. Tristan
has consistent playoff experience.
Tristan just here to teach everybody else about Cleveland culture and how to navigate through Cleveland. That is his only role. He ain't here for no damn veteran presence. Because guess what? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why it's impossible for him to be for a veteran presence.
I'm listening.
Jarrett Allen is in his 9th year in the league.
All right.
Donovan Mitchell was in his 7th. Those are literally vet numbers. Darius Garland is in his 5th or 6th. In his 6th year.
6th year.
That means Isaac Okoro is in his 5th year, which means Mobley is in his 4th year. Ty Jerome in his 8th year in the league. DeAndre Hunter, who we just acquired, in his 7th, 8th year in the league. Where is the young guys? They're all virtually vets. Kevin Porter not a vet. Tyson not a vet. Sam Merrill not a vet, even though Sam Merrill been in the league at least 4 years.
He up there in that age too.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, Thor is a young guy. Travers a young guy. Amani Bates a young guy. But the team is full of so-called vets. They young vets because they still in their mid-20s. Don't get me wrong, they young vets, but they still vets to the letter of the law. So I don't really see it like that. I see it like this with the Cavs, right? They need another big. Period. Point blank.
A real big.
They need thank you. Somebody who can rebound and play with their back to the basket. Somebody, you know who I think of when I say they need a backup big? I think of Zebo.
Go call Dwight Howard and give him the minimum. Dwight
They
Howard
ain't
still.
gonna call
Dwight
Dwight. I
Howard
like
still.
Dwight too.
Dwight Howard still wants to play. The league has blackballed him for some weird reason. Maybe because it's all the gay allegations that's going on and whatever. But
Well, that nigga gay.
I know.
That nigga gay.
I know. I think that's the reason why the league blackballed him and won't let him back in because all this storylines is coming up about him and all that.
No, they can't do that. Richard Jefferson game, and that nigga's on ESPN.
Well, Richard Jefferson ain't. It's a different type of gay. Richard Jefferson is like the. Richard Jefferson is like the flamboyant, get along with everybody gay. Dwight Howard out there giving niggas shit in the drink and niggas waking up, he's slapping bitches around and forcing people to have foursomes and letting niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's like Dwight Howard on some bullshit right now.
What about DeMarcus Cousins?
Now, when we had Drummond, I was excited. I said we should have kept Drummond.
Hell no.
I love Drummond. I don't give a fuck. We need that grit. We need that. Man, I elbow the fuck out of you in your mouth, nigga. You trying to jump for this ball. We need that down low.
You know what Drummond's problem was, though? He didn't feel like he should have to play third fiddle to Mobley and Allen. That's why he couldn't stay.
I know. He was having a problem in the locker room because he thought he was a starter.
Yeah. Nigga, you don't even got one patented offensive move. You can't be the star.
But
you don't even know.
But the back door on pause. But the back door on you on that one, I would love like a Cousins, Dwight Howard, old boy from what's the white dude from the Blazers?
The white dude?
Yeah, they center.
Clegane? That's the rookie nigga they just got. He ain't going nowhere.
No, not Vujicic. One of them weird ass Australian name, whatever. Okay, I don't want to misquote.
And you said for Portland?
No, I'm just saying in general. I'm like, we need a backup, like real big man to come off the bench, like a real.
Oh, I was thinking you probably thinking of Robert Williams. That's what I was thinking about from Portland. He ain't white though. He played with Boston at first.
We need a real big man. Like, I don't want to see the Knicks. I don't want to see Milwaukee, and I don't want to see Boston and Allen and Mobley get tossed around again. I can't watch another 60 minutes of that, bro. Like, that is driving me crazy. I need to see a big man down there. You know what? I don't even want you to score. Just go down there and ruffle some people up. Grab some rebounds. Throw your body weight around. Make them tired. Tire them out. And then we'll bring Mobley and Allen back in. I need you to go in there for them grit minutes. I need that type of center.
You need somebody bigger, though. I see.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because Allen, don't get me wrong, they the best big man duel in the game. Like Jamie Bickerstaff didn't know what he had when he had it. But Kenny Atkins do. But one thing that everybody in the league know, they undersized. They featherweights down low. And you could bully them around if you put a little shoulder on them. And Allen should have never said the lights was too bright. He marked himself in the league for that.
I don't think he should have been condemned for being honest.
Not being honest.
I never understood the sentiment of you should be condemned to be honest. Because guess what? I would rather you admit it than be in denial.
True.
I don't want to hear you say, oh, the lights. No, it wasn't too bright. But nigga, you ain't putting up no doubles or showing no. Stand on it. Hey, bruh, this a little much for me. Oh, wait. Oh, another trade. The Clippers are adding some depth to the perimeter for the postseason with a reported multi-team Atlanta swap where Atlanta is trading Bogdan and 3 first round and 3 picks for Terrence Mann and Bones. Ooh.
3 first rounds.
Well, no, it ain't 3 first rounds. It's 3 second round picks.
Oh, okay. It's
the 3 second round picks. We just traded them.
That's still a lot. Are you using them for trade assets?
Not the second round picks. The second round picks ain't really.
Yeah.
Because like the same guy you could have got a pick 50. You probably could find undrafted. Right. We're probably gonna be available in the next. You know what I'm saying, before the year out. So that ain't really. That's just to make the trade look good. Okay. But Bogdan and Highland.
I like that. I like that move.
I mean, Terrence Mann and Highland and Bogdan with James. Hey, James Harden about to love Bogdanovich. Okay.
Hey, I'm a fan of Mann. I like Paul's, but I like him. I like his game. I like Mann's game.
Cool.
Yeah, he cool. He just one of them. To me, he like a journeyman. He gonna coach call his number. He gonna go out there and do what he need to do, and go sit back down and not get no problems.
Yeah, he definitely be having his moments for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terrence Mann and Bone Highland.
So let me back. So what you trying to tell me is it's gonna be Cleveland at 1.
Oh yeah, that's what I needed to finish up.
Celtics at 2. You saying the Pacers are gonna take over the Knicks at the 3?
I didn't. I actually think Miami or Orlando could get that spot.
The 3 spot?
I like the Knicks, right? I have no issue with the Knicks. I just don't think they're going to stay 3 the entire season. I think they drop to 5. I think Miami moves up and gets the 3 or 4 spot. I think Orlando moves up and ends up in that 5 or 6 spot.
Wow, that's a big jump.
I think Milwaukee and Indiana end up in the play-in.
Yeah, me too. I don't trust. I think Giannis is a walking bucket. He'll give you 32 and 18 rebounds. But I think that's all they got. Dame Lillard, I would never, Dame, my dude. I would never say nothing bad about Dame. But Dame is Dame. He's an undersized shooting guard that can't play D. Can't play D. You could shoot as much as you want. And one thing everybody know about Dame, he's a streaky shooter. He could be hot for a whole week straight and go into a slump for 2 weeks. He'll come out there and give you a 6-point game. He'll be 3 for 15. 0 for 7 after 3. And be like, it's just one of them days. You'd be like, man, we don't need them days, Dame. We need you to be Dame.
Dame got to be more of a facilitator on this team.
He do. He got to pass. He got to be more. He got to be. He's not a Chris Paul, but I need you to be somewhat of a Chris Paul. I need you to orchestrate the team more. I need you to put your players in the right position to win. I don't need you to keep playing ISO ball when Giannis is tired and Giannis be like, get Dame the ball. It's your turn for a couple of possessions. I need you to put your team in a winning chance every night. Stop chasing your own stats. Because to me, that's what Dame doing. He's stat chasing. I don't need that out of you, Dame. I need you to be consistent. If you're going to be the point guard of the team, shooting guard, whatever position they put you in, the 1 or 2, whatever it is, you a superstar. You shouldn't be 5th seed. You should be 27 and 22. Your home record is, don't get me wrong, at home, y'all 16 and 8 at home. Y'all 10 and 14 on the road. I need you to be better. I don't trust the Bucks. I think that Giannis championship run, it was good. You deserved it. You bust your ass. You came to the league. You developed the shot. You got your dribbling together. You put on some muscle. The Giannis reign is over. Bucks reign is over in the East. You had your turn. It's over with. I don't trust the Bucks. I'm sorry. I just don't. I trust Giannis and I trust Dame. I don't trust the Bucks.
That's fair. I think Portis plays pretty good for them though.
Yeah.
And
does it give you what you that itch you that you need to be scratched?
Well, in all fairness, they don't really maximize him like that.
They don't.
So,
but I mean, who's they coach? Who they coach?
Doc Rivers.
Exactly. I'm tired of Doc Rivers getting a pass because you won the championship. I'm tired of it.
He didn't win no championship.
He went with Boston.
He didn't win it though. All I'm saying is he didn't win it.
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
Rondo won that ship, and he just ended up getting the ring for being on the team.
Listen, I'm just saying. Doc Rivers get a pass for being Doc Rivers. Just a name because he played in the NBA. And now he a black head coach. I'm tired of him getting. He is a traveling head coach. He done been in what, 3 different teams? Boston, Clippers. Now he with the Bucks.
How you gonna skip the process?
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing out some names. I wasn't trying to really.
But don't forget Philly, because Philly is where we all expect this. Or we found out, oh, you really ain't shit in Philly.
I mean, I didn't want to. Philly was just a mistake. He should have never went there.
Man, he was the mistake.
It was too many divas on that team for him to control.
Man,
Doc Rivers want to be a friend. He don't want to be a coach. He want to be a friend.
Doc Rivers wasn't that good of a basketball player.
That's what I'm saying. He was a mediocre basketball player in the NBA in the 80s. Came around, started coaching. I mean, shit. I mean, his son was better than him. Let's be real. But anyway, getting off subject. But so,
hey, I almost asked you who his son was. I know who it is, but it was just impulsively. I think like, who the fuck is Doc Rivers' son? And then I thought about it. I say, don't ask that question.
I want. How do you feel about the Pacers? Because I'm high on the Pacers. Like I'm a Cavs fan, but I be watching them on the low, and I be like, hey, they lightweight a problem for real on the low.
The Pacers got a sweet little team. You know, Halliburton, Mathurin,
Obi Toppin,
Miles Turner. I don't like Nembhard.
Why? Why don't nobody like Nembhard? Nobody.
Man, because hey, you know what it is? And he give me those Derek Fisher vibes. Like,
okay.
You ain't really that good, but your bitch ass always showing up when it count, though. I don't know where the fuck you get this magic juice from to just show up when the fucking nigga think you ain't gonna show up.
He did on
that chip game, cheese. That's how I feel about it.
He busting big threes on us when we played them.
Man, that nigga always busting our ass.
And it's like, I like Nembhard because he a quiet dude. You like, all right, we gonna identify him. I got him. Damn, this nigga busting up. Hey, we need to put what's the name on him, bro? He working us. We got to switch our defensive plan on him. He one of them type dudes. But yeah, I like Obi Toppin and them. I feel that I feel they're gonna stay 4. I don't feel like you said. I'm with you. I don't think the Knicks will have a dramatic drop off. I don't think they just could sustain a 34-17 right now. They're 18-9 at home, 16-8 away. Their last 10 game record, they're 8-2. They just won 2 in a row. I don't trust Jalen Brunson.
You don't trust Brunson?
It's too small.
Hey, you know what's so crazy though?
Too small.
That's the one person on Nate's roster I actually trust.
So let me tell you why I don't trust Jalen Brunson. I was high on him when he was with Dallas. I think Dallas should have never got rid of him. That was the most idiotic move y'all could have did.
Facts.
As a rookie coming off the bench that season,
barring injury, he got all that playing time, and he took y'all to the playoffs. Without Bronson's gameplay, y'all wouldn't have made it to the playoffs. Y'all wouldn't have made it. Let's be real. Come on, Dallas. What was you thinking? But anyway, I want to get off subject. Jalen Bronson, if you look at his game, right? He's a 6'2" guard, and he lives in the paint. You live in the paint during the regular season, but when playoffs start, that paint shit over with. His biggest points is 14 feet inside within the paint. That's it. That's his highest percentage because he loves to drive. He loves that little bunny. That's his game.
He be stretching the floor though this year. He been stretching the floor this year.
He can stretch it, but his game is inside. Everybody knows that. His game is inside. And we saw last year after they whooped us, that next round, Jalen Bronson he couldn't get in the hole. Like he can't. He doesn't know how to recreate his game when he running into trouble during the game. It's like, all right, this ain't working. I'm gonna keep trying though. The ref gonna keep giving me that foul call. They about to stop calling them fouls, bro. You're not about to get those pity pat fouls in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. You're not getting that driving to the hole. The ref gonna look at you like you 6'2" and you ran into a nigga 6'10" on purpose. I'm not giving you that call. Like, what's wrong with you? You're not getting that. And that's what the Knicks bank off of. Excuse me, the Knicks. They bank off Bronson being Bronson. You can't sustain a winning culture like that by your number one scorer and your number one go-to is a 6'2" guard. You're not gonna win like that. That's Allen Iverson. You're not gonna win like that.
Whatchamacallit the number one now though on the offensive side?
Who?
I think Cat the number one. Hey, but listen though, right? Hold on. I'm gonna put a little more respect on New York name. I'm gonna tell you why. Brunson is averaging 26
and
7.5 assists.
Mm-hmm. I give him 8.
Karl Anthony Towns is averaging 24 and 13.5 rebounds. Miles, it is Miles. Miles Bridges.
Miles Bridges, yep.
He averaging 18, 3 and 3 with a steal and a half a block.
Hey, if we could
have Anobi averaging 16 and a half, 4.5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1.5 steals, and a block. Josh Hart is averaging 14, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and a steal and a half. I'm gonna put some respect on New York name because they balling.
They've been balling for the past 2 years. It's their third year balling. Like we know they ball during regular season. We know they do. We know they do. That ain't no question about it. They've been doing it this their third year consecutively balling throughout the season. We know they're gonna ball. They're gonna get their numbers. Do you trust the Knicks in the playoffs?
This year, it depends on the matchup. If the Knicks stay at 3, right? Say they prove me wrong, and they stay at 3, which means they will play a Miami or Detroit. See, and that's where the problem at, right?
And that's where the problem is.
If they play Miami, I think that's a problem.
It's a problem.
If they play Orlando, I think it's a problem.
Woo, but
if they play Atlanta,
it's over with. It's over with. They can't beat Atlanta. They can't beat Atlanta.
Trae Young ain't beat them yet.
Trae Young will go crazy on them boys.
No, man, that is gonna be crazy. Dee Trynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Catch us on IG at Industry Sports or at Dee Trynt. If you miss the live streamings, you can catch the replays on Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Spotify, and various other streaming platforms. Just look for the Industry Sports channel, like, subscribe, share, follow. Once you get in there, you will see Game Changer Sports Talk with yours truly. Make sure y'all check out the industrysports.com website. We got the latest info and stuff for you. Also, if you got, teams, certain sports, athletes that you would like spotlighted or you want us to talk about, email us, man. dtrynt@gmail.com or industrysports@gmail.com. We'll read it, give you feedback. We'll let you know when we can run the segment. Wherever you watching it from, though, it should be a link in the chat. So if you want to come up or if you just want to type your stuff in, we'll read it out loud. We'll give you the feedback too. I'm sitting up here with the homie Tap. We're going over the trade deadline and talk about what we think the rest of the season gonna look like. We talk about New York right now. We was trying to see if we trust them or not. You know, what type of noise they can make in the playoffs. I'm saying if New York stays at 3 and they face a Miami or Orlando, I think they could lose that series.
One more trade just happened before that deadline hit. I don't know if y'all got to it. I stepped off for a minute.
Hold on. Are you talking about
Washington Wizards and 76ers.
What?
Yeah, no, I could have swore I read that one.
Oh no, I just got back over here.
Okay. Oh, okay. We got a few. Dennis Schroeder on the move again.
Wow.
Pistons get Dennis Schroeder.
Oh, it's over with now.
The Hawks trade Cody Zeller to the Rockets with a 2028 second round pick.
Cody Zeller to the Rockets? That gives Van Vliet a backup point guard.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's Cody Zeller. My fault.
Yeah, Cody Zeller, the center. He one of the brothers.
I'm thinking. Yeah.
He one of the brothers.
Mm-hmm. He the youngest one, the baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It's okay. So, who are your winners and losers of the trade deadline so far?
I think the loser of the trade deadline for real are the teams that stayed complacent within themselves, thinking they didn't need to make any moves to upgrade themselves. I feel that. Well, everybody did something. I feel the Bulls really didn't upgrade themselves. I feel. I feel that. I guess the Cavs did what they thought they needed to do. I feel like it was mediocre at best. I feel like they could have did a little bit more. I like the once again the blockbuster trades are the Dallas and the Lakers move. I think Miami is a contender now. I feel like the East is trending towards to being more of a dominant conference, and people want to give. You know what I'm saying?
Ready for sure.
Yeah, because I feel that the East always has this bad mark on them as being a horrible. And they like, look at the record. Everybody's under 500. And I think because they're more competitive on the East. That's why there's a lot of 25 wins, 27 wins. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the East is more competitive, more physical. I think the West Coast is more finesse and elegance to the game. East Coast is more grit, hard working.
You gotta earn that down here.
Yeah, you gotta earn it on the East Coast. To me, the top two teams that I think were successful in their trades on the East and the West. I feel that the Hawks won this trade on the East Coast. It made them more dominant. And The Hawks and the Bucks. I feel like it gave them. I think the Hawks and the Bucks won on a trade. The West.
Trades.
I think the West Coast, the Lakers, the Mavs. I don't see the Mavs staying at 8 seed.
So you think that's a win-win for both of them?
I think the Lakers gonna make the 2 seed. To be honest with you, I've been sitting here listening to you talk for the past 20 minutes, and I'm rehashing on your segment on the Lakers. How you said the floor spacing would be with Luka and Bron, and you just need Bron to be Bron and Luka to be a floor facilitator. I'm looking at the Mavs, and I'm looking at Kyrie, how thirsty he is for another championship because he wants to taste that ring again. Pause. AD, he gonna come. He mad. AD mad. He gonna come back a whole different type of AD when he get on that floor. And just the pieces they have around Dallas already, like Lively. I feel that the Lakers may go to 2-3, and the Mavs might go to 4 or 5 seed.
Okay.
The Nuggets might. All right, let me try this. I feel the Thunder could drop from first. They might make it to 2nd or 3rd seed. They're not going to
sustain. They could drop.
I think the Thunder going to drop because the Thunder. Everybody else elevated on the West Coast except the Thunder. To me, this trade deadline really helped a lot of teams. Because I think everybody is just
Thunder straight, bro.
Shea is on a whole nother level right now.
Thunder straight, and you know they
don't need nothing.
Up and injured, but I think they straight all the way around.
Yeah, I think Shea gonna win MVP this year. But they're only 5 games over the Grizzlies. That's not big. That's not a lot. We still got to get to April. It's only February. I feel that the Grizzlies are going to drop to like 6 seed. They're not going to sustain that. I don't trust Ja. I don't trust that team. Ja is one more dunk away from another leg injury. Hopefully, knock on wood. But he's too frail. And that's all they got for real.
Y'all only like 22 though.
But
24, 23.
He injury prone. He injury prone.
Well, he might be like 25.
Yeah, I think he's 24. I could look it up, but I think he's about 24. Because didn't he play 2 years in college?
Yeah, no, him, Garland, and Zion came out together though with Barrett and them. They all came out at the same time.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he probably about 24, 25 for sure.
So I don't trust the Nuggets, even though they're 32-19. Even though Westbrook and Jokic I'm surprised at their chemistry. It's kind of blowing me because I didn't think it was.
Let me jump in, Jack. Let me tell you, Tap. When they made the acquisition of getting Russell Westbrook, okay. The first thing I said was, "Oh, Murray going to the 2." You know what people try to tell me?
What?
Murray ain't no 2. I said, bruh, Murray been a 2 his whole life. No, right. He's point guard. No, they had him playing point guard. That's not where he's most effective. He's a shooter.
Mm-hmm.
You need him at the 2. Having Westbrook allows him to play his game and allows Michael Porter to play his game. Oh, man, you don't know what you talk about. Woody, why? So they start the year off, and Russell Westbrook is coming off the bench. And I'm saying to myself, why the fuck is Russell coming off the bench? And then somewhere in November, somebody said, let's start Russell with Murray. And they've been kicking ass ever since.
32-19.
They've been kicking ass. So I like the pairing. I just say, like I say, Aaron Gordon out of place. So it's hard for me to give them a successful run at the ship. You know what I'm saying, with him in the lineup, because I don't know how you're utilizing him to make the rest of the team effective. Now, if they were using Russell to get Aaron Gordon in the game, then it will probably look a little better because that's the one person that can run with Russell Westbrook on transition all the time.
Yeah.
That's the one person who can keep up with him and they could play a two-man game. Because Aaron Gordon really good in transition.
Thanks.
But no, I think I think Denver definitely could do something. I don't like they bench though.
No, they don't have no bench.
Now you gonna need a bench.
I get the Nuggets will get to like 6, 7 seed. I think they'll make the play in. Maybe the last seed of the playoffs. Maybe if they could sustain. I don't think Jokic is. I think that after a while, say like March, right? Everybody gonna start playing that pairing Jokic and Westbrook. They're gonna start playing that a little bit tighter. Oh, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like the defense is going to change on that, and they're going to have to now figure out another way and another offense because people going to start looking at like, all right, we already know when Jokic go to the free throw line, Westbrook going to cut. Or Westbrook bring the ball up, they're going to have Jokic coming up the high side and then do a pick and pop. We see it. So it's like now they're not going to be sustain that during the playoff run. You're just not. But I could be wrong. But we've seen JB Biggerstaff in his pick and pop. After a while, everybody like, no, you only got one move. You need more than one play in the game to win. You can't just keep running the same set every time. It's not going to work.
Definitely not the same way every time for sure. Okay. So yeah, 310, which means all trades are final. Usually, they get some trades in right before the deadline in, and we just hear about them. You know what I'm saying, throughout the hour. But I think Dallas and LA really set the tone for the season.
For sure.
Trade season. I think them making that move gave New Orleans more energy to trade Brandon Ingram. I think that trade made it easier for Sacramento to trade De'Aaron Fox, which made it easier for the Bulls to get off a few contracts. We not even talking about the white boy lineup that's going on in Chicago. Okay, Zach Collins, Nikola Vucevic, Josh Giddey, Monty Ellis. Well, I ain't gonna do Trey Jones like that because he is a brother like us, but he high yellow.
I would have never got rid of Giddey.
All hot yellow. I think the only few dark skinned people left on the team is Asumu, Ayo Dosunmu, Kobe White, and Patrick Williams.
Kobe White is like Hawaiian or something. That nigga ain't even.
See what I'm saying?
No, so
white boy unit, man.
I love Josh Giddey. I never understood why the Thunder got rid of him. Maybe it's for a reason.
Because he's ball dominant. So in order to get the most out of him, you got to let him run point forward. And then how does that take away from Shea? And then how does that let Jalen evolve? So they had to choose. And I ain't mad at him. I would have chose Jalen over Josh too.
I want to see what Josh Giddey gonna do with the Bulls because I'm really high on him. Like he remind me of like a what's another white boy that was really good? I was just talking about this the other day with my cousin. Go ahead, but keep going. I'm just rehashing something.
No, you good. You good. All right. So, what do you think? How the Cavs turn up for the rest of the season? They got Hunter. It looks like Ben. Oh, let's ask you this: Ben Simmons, if he gets on, why would you? see, Cleveland fans be making me mad. This the shit that be pissing me off.
Don't,
All right,
don't,
let me stay on topic first.
yeah, Cleveland fans are crazy, bro. They crazy.
They be pissing me off. Okay.
They, cause our fan base, baseball, basketball, football, has lost so much. So when we get good, we get a little irate and out of control sometimes. So, because we want to keep winning, we don't want to go back to the dark ages no more. We tired of the dark ages. We found the light at the end of the tunnel. We don't want to see the tunnel no more. You understand what I'm saying? We don't want to be in the dark. So I think that's why Cleveland fans go on the rate they do, because we so used to being relevant. We don't want to be irrelevant anymore. So we jump out the woodworks. We might say some dumb shit like, "Hey, trade the whole bench for Zach LaVine," or "Go get Kevin Durant," and the money ain't even right. But somebody say we could go get Kevin Durant. No way we get Kevin Durant. What are you talking about? Like,
yeah, somebody was saying that earlier too. Talking about some
right, what are you talking about?
Kevin Durant.
Like we'll be in apron 5 with Kevin Durant on the squad. Like we'll have to get rid of Allen. We'll have to get rid of everybody. Like, what are you talking about?
Do you think this is championship or bust for the Cavs?
This is Eastern Conference Finals or bust for the Cavs.
My guy. I said the same. So okay. So on Twitter, right?
Okay.
Got cats that I be chopping it up with, and a lot of these cats was talking about making moves, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I was telling them like the Cavs are playing with house money right now.
House money.
And they say, how are the Cavs playing with house money? I say, okay. Is it championship or bust season? No. The Cavs are not obligated to win the chip this year. They're not even looked at to win the chip this year. So if they make it to the finals or close to it, they're playing with house money. That's what it is. They're playing with house money. Now, moves like trading for Cam Johnson would have seemed like championship or bust.
Mm-hmm.
More so than a trade for DeAndre Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Because people forget Cam a little older.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he didn't come out of college till he was like 23. So he's already about to be 30. That's a little different.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I said it was Eastern Conference or bust. Well, I don't even say bust. You know, make it to the second round. If you don't get out the second round, if it's a hell of a fight, depending on who the fight is with, that's cool. But you know, you should definitely make it to the Eastern Conference Finals just because that's the line of progression, right? You made the play in the first year,
you made the play first round,
made the second round the third year, and the fourth year you should be going to the Eastern Conference Finals. You know what I mean? Y'all definitely got the team for it. I don't think,
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I don't think they built to win a championship right now though.
So I'm gonna ask you the tough question that people don't want to answer or ask.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, ask me that.
So Kenny Atkins' first year, we gave JB Bickerstaff what, 3 years?
5.
4 years, 5, 4. No, I'm sorry, 5 years.
Yeah, Jay Bickerstaff started at 18, 19.
Yeah, because when we fired our head coach, he was the interim head coach, and then they gave him the position the next following year. Okay, so bar the coach, because we know, everybody knows, we have a way more superior coaching than we ever had in a long time.
Right.
Barring that, if we don't make the Eastern Conference Championship, barring we make it to the second round, we get eliminated in the second round, right? No matter if we blown out, if it's like a 4-3, whatever, 7-game series and we lose in 7 games, whatever. Do you move on from Allen and you figure out how to get rid of him?
You said from Allen?
From Allen in particular.
Why would you move on from Allen?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because everybody in the league said 2 big men thing don't work. And everybody been saying it with JB having 2 big men on the court. Remember when we had the white boy who moved to Utah. We had Allen. Yup. We had Mobley. We had all tall big men all on the court, and everybody. And that's when we had that good run with JB, and we thought we was there. The two big men theory. If it don't work, like, 'cause now we'll be seeing it for like 6 years now. The two big men thing don't work. Do you break that up and you figure out? Do you orchestrate something different and you try to figure out how to trade? Because Jared Allen's is a. I ain't gonna put him as a great, but he's above average center for regular season. Like, I'll have Jared Allen in there starting for all my season. But will this prove that Jared Allen is not an elite center where you can't win with him at the center position and you move on from Jared Allen? Because we know what Mobley is. Jared Allen, he can't dribble. He can't create his own shot. He's just a rebounder, putback dunker. That's it. And that's it. That's all he is. Great
Allen,
defense.
I think.
But do you move on? If we don't make the Eastern Conference, do you feel like
they got to move on from Allen?
I feel that we should go find a real center and move on from this two big men at one time on the floor. Because
so what is Mobley when he evolved?
You look at Mobley, you put Mobley at the 5, right? And you keep shooters around Mobley. Because if you look at the games, I seen some what was it? Ken and Carmen show, 92.3.
Ken Carmen, I don't even.
So look, when they put out some numbers that I liked. When you put Mobley at the 5 and you spread the floor with all shooters around him, we win more consistently than we do when we have Mobley and Allen on the floor together. Even though the dynamic is Allen is ranked 3rd center in the league right now, but them two together on the floor together are number 1 defense. But like, Allen can be a liability on offense. And still sometimes.
Okay, so wait. I'm glad you said that, right? Allen's tendency to be a lot of liability on offense falls directly on the star guards. Let me run this by you one time.
Go ahead.
Donovan Mitchell. People say Donovan Mitchell should be up for MVP talks this year, and I say he should not be.
Hell no.
I say Donovan Mitchell still has to improve his basketball IQ. His basketball IQ is shoot.
That's it.
I'm gonna tell you something that pissed me off, and it just epitomizes exactly what I mean about Donovan Mitchell. That was Boston. We're playing Boston. We come all the way back. We get it down to 5.
I was watching.
We get the rebound off the missed shot. Donovan Mitchell is coming down the middle. He got Strus on his left and Garland wide open on his right, who just hit the 3 to knock it down to 5. How does he not see Garland on his right and nobody's over there but Garland? How are you in a clutch situation and you're not looking for your other best scorers? Why are you looking for Strus?
I'm not high on Max Strus.
We down 3 in any game. Donovan Mitchell is going to come down and shoot a 3. You know it. He don't even pass nobody else the ball.
He's not consistent enough for me.
And I ain't
knocking him.
I'm just saying, bro. Yeah. Your basketball IQ is shitty, in my opinion.
It's always been like that. That's why Utah got rid of him.
Like, bro, you gotta start off the games getting everybody else involved. You are dynamic enough to make sure Garland gets his shots from long range, Mobley and Allen get shots in the paint, and Okoro get, or whoever starting the 3, get their shots. You are dynamic enough to make that happen. But you be so thirsty to score, and I'd be like, bruh, You the type of player that can run off 25 points in a quarter. Why are you worried about scoring? Like, I don't get it with him, but he's still young. He only like 26, 27.
27.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's still going to get there, but I just think that's something he got to work on. Mobley doesn't demand the ball enough for my liking.
I think it's the play calling.
I don't care who calling plays, bro. I'm with Garnett. Mobley should be down that bitch. Give me the ball. Fuck what you want to do with all that dribbling. Give me the motherfucking ball.
One thing I don't like, though, I'm going to back on that because you're right. And I agree with you 100%. He should be more, give me the fucking ball and get out of my way. Give me the ball because niggas can't stop Mobley. I don't give a fuck. Niggas can't stop Mobley and they going to foul him. And if he missed 2-3 bunnies or shots, throw him the ball again. Because one thing I know playing basketball is they keep giving the ball to your dude you guarding for about 6 possessions in a row, and you tired.
No, for real.
You tired because all that body to body and that bumping and that lateral movement, and that wears you the fuck out. You like, hey man, please, I hope he don't get the ball in this possession, bro, because I ain't got it. I ain't got it. I'm gonna have to give him that bucket. I ain't got it. But they don't do that. That's another thing. This is his first year coaching. So if we don't make it to the Eastern Conference, Kenny Atkins deserves a pass just because of what he's done in his first year within a 4-month span. But needless to say, when we got Donovan Mitchell, I wasn't high on the trade. And don't get me wrong, Donovan Mitchell's he's not a superstar, but he's a star. For some reason, I don't know why he's not a superstar, but he's just a star. I still am not high on Donovan Mitchell. Because Donovan Mitchell, when we get into a rut, like you said, his IQ is off the chain crazy. He starts going back to his days at Utah where he starts playing ISO basketball. And then it reflects on Garland, and Garland starts playing this ISO dribble. We seen that, Garland, from your 5-year career here, bro. It didn't work. Y'all, Donovan Mitchell has to get in his player's head that I trust in y'all. I need to put y'all in a good position to score and to win. When they start seeing Donovan Mitchell going for basketball, that's what everybody else start doing. And that's when we start losing. That's when we start going on these deficits, these crazy-ass deficits. Because Donovan Mitchell going to start first quarter, he hacking up the first 6 shots without passing it. He's hacking up the first 6 off GP. That's every game. He's going up his first 6 possessions, he's going to the hole or he's shooting it. He's not passing. I'm tired of this oop-de-loop, little bunnies. I'm tired of that shit, bro. It's 3 men on you. That means if it's 3 men on you while you driving, somebody's open. Pass the ball, bro. We see LeBron for 11 seasons here doing ISO basketball. Pass the ball, bro.
I think Donovan still getting used to playing with people that's as talented as him. I feel like when he was in Minnesota, when he was in when he was in wait. Utah, yeah. I don't know why I said Minnesota.
It's okay.
He was in Utah though. Yeah, he had Conley over there. He had Niang and Ingles, and you're not really. You don't go Barrett. But
them niggas had a playoff squad. They went to the conference finals.
Okay, well, listen though, right? Context matters to me. Okay, when you say they had a squad, what do you mean? Because Joe Ingles is a role player everywhere else. Royce O'Neal is a role player everywhere else. Rudy Gobert is only good for rebounds and maybe some blocks when he ain't being intimidated. And he damn near the tallest thing in the NBA.
Is he not the Cavs right now, though? You find, isn't that the Cavs? What you speaking on? Because if you look at the context of what you're saying is, who is Ingram? But these people are pieces that they scouted, they put together, and they mesh well. So they win a building culture with people that they think other teams didn't think they could win with. You don't take that away from an individual person's attributes towards the team. Because, like, to me, Donovan Mitchell, he's always going to be an ISO player. To me, he's just an ISO dominant ball player. That's what he is. To me, I've seen enough of Donovan Mitchell in the league to know who he is as a player. He's not he's not transparent. He's not going to turn to something you want him to be. He's a Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose was a dominant ball player at the highest elite. He could dunk, shoot. Derrick Rose, his usage percentage is going to be crazy on the ball. Donovan Mitchell usage percentage is crazy on the ball. But that also doesn't help Darius Garland because we're trying to get Darius Garland out of that makeup because Darius Garland been with the Cavs since we drafted him and what's the young boy that's over there with Utah right now?
Colin Sexton.
They both were ball dominant. It didn't work. And undersized point guards. We went and got another undersized ball dominant point guard to pair up with Darius Garland. Like, I need Donovan Mitchell. You've been in the league for 7 years now? I need you to know who you are as a player. I need you to make people around you better. You talk that talk during the podiums. You say all the good stuff that you need to say when you're in front of that camera. When you're on that court, I need you to put trust in your team and actually do it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk about it. Be about it. Because it reflects on your gameplay when we lose. Because when you start reflecting back to who you are as an ISO player and not playing team rotation basketball and you ball dominant, everybody picks up that same habit. And then not everybody is trying to score and shoot the ball. And
that's what Kenny need to be taking him out the game, bro. That's what I'm saying about the coaching too. You got to take him out the game. When he start jacking up stupid shots, you got to pull him.
That's contract, though. You can't. Every game,
man, fuck all that contract shit. Your contract, you supposed to lead us to the promised land.
Yeah.
Ballhead plays like that ain't leading us to the promised land.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, nah, bro. I'm not about to, I don't care if you're the star player or not. This is a team. Nigga, that means I'm going to hold you more accountable than everybody else on the team because you the star.
Yeah. True.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not holding you no kid gloves. I'm not giving you no special treatment. You the star. Nigga, I'm supposed to be using you to be able to get these other motherfuckers in shape. You know what I'm saying? Now we ain't doing that. That's why let me not switch to that shit.
I'm tired of so I want to start whenever you finish, I'll let you finish on what you got to say on your take. I want to switch to Browns. But I want to talk about this Myles Garrett situation.
Okay, wait, hold on. Holy.
Yeah, we're going to have to come back for that one.
Okay. I was about to say because this an NBA deadline take, so when it loaded up, it's got to be on this one.
Okay, so
we coming right back for this Browns. How we doing this?
Y'all want to?
Yeah, we can come right back for the Browns.
Yeah, we can.
All right, just give me some
want to talk Browns. I'm not gonna hold you.
Give me some time to thumbnail, and
all right, so let's end it properly. I got you. All right, let's end it properly. All right. So, Dee Trynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on IG at Industry Sports or at Dee Trynt. If you missed the live streamings, you can catch the replays on Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Spotify, and various other streaming platforms. Just look for the Industry Sports channel. Like, subscribe, share, follow. Once you get in there, you will see yours truly, Dee Trynt, Game Changer Sports Talk. It's me and Tap going over the NBA trade deadline today. What teams look like, how we feel about them, how our home team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, can stack up to the rest of the league, and you know what they might do. Right now, we're going to go to our closing thoughts. We're going to turn right back around and come talk some football. Draft time coming up. So, Tap, final thoughts on the trade deadline. Just final thoughts you got, period. You know what I'm saying? Anything you want to say about the Cavs?
All right. So my final thought is, Laker Nation, you finally did a good deed for LeBron James to go, the best player in the world. You did what you had to do because he was unhappy, obviously. So you brought the second best player on board with him, and I salute you for that. The Mavs, they look like a contender now. So we'll see how that pans out when the whole core comes together, and we finally see the starting five on the court together. Cleveland Cavaliers, this Hunter trade, I went high on it, but I'm a Cavs fan, so anything Cavs do, any movement they make, I'm gonna be high on it. I'm gonna be modest about it. I'm gonna evaluate it. Keep winning. Kenny Atkins, when you introduced him to the team and he implemented his Golden State and his Brooklyn, his journey he made, and he came here and he took the JB Bickerstaff team, and people start talking about us on national television, and that's what we need. We need that. Donovan Mitchell just came on his team and elevated him to a new high. Darius Garland's at an all-star level. This is Darius Garland I wanted to see 3 years ago. I knew he had it, but I'm glad he's showing it now. Mobley, to me, if he keep going the way he's going, the direction he's going, and elevating his game, he could be the next Tim Duncan. And I'm putting my name on it. I'm saying it right now. He could be the next Tim Duncan. These trades, a lot of teams did some great moves. A lot of teams moved some money around. The East Conference looks tougher now. There's a lot of teams out there you got to be scared of now. You can't say, "Oh, we got that team. That's a walk in the park." You can't say that no more on East and the West Coast. So as of right now, the NBA, the ratings are going up. Thank God. I think these trades are saving the NBA and to bring back the following that it had in previous years, aka LeBron era with the Cavs, his first stint. Early 2000s, I think the NBA is going away from the big three and just making a team basketball again. And I like that. I appreciate that. Adam Silver is doing a hell of a job over there, and keep it up. With that being said, go Cavs, and let's get to the Eastern Conference.
Okay. So for my final thoughts, I will say, great job, NBA. Great job. Your top markets now have something to market, right? I think Miami is in a pretty good space. I think the New York Knicks are in a pretty good space. And Luka going to the LA is good for everybody. I will say, LeBron had nothing to do with Luka getting traded to the Lakers. Stop trying to find a reason to blame LeBron for some shit that the two people who negotiated the trade told you they did not talk to anybody else but them two. It's not hard for me to believe that two best friends made a decision and didn't include nobody else in the decision but the owners. It's not hard to believe. It's not. Okay? Cavs, great moves. You still need a big man. Kenny Atkinson, I need you to start DeAndre Hunter. Do not start Strus. We are going to argue for the rest of the season if you start Strus over Hunter. But I'm not mad at you if you start Okoro over Hunter. I know a lot of people find that weird. I'm telling you right now. Because the way I look at it, the bench is potent. If you coming off Jerome, Hunter, Wade, that's fire. That's fire.
That's
You know what I'm saying? But if you coming off Jerome, Okoro, Wade, then Tyson and Amani need more time. And that's my thing. Okoro fits better with the starting five than he does with the bench. With the starting five, they have a chemistry, they have synergy, they win games a lot when he is starting. If you put Dean Wade with Hunter and Ty Jerome off that bench, you always got somebody putting up buckets off that bench. You don't never have to worry about somebody not putting up points. Because either Jerome gonna put up or Hunter gonna put up. Wade hit or miss. He a good role guy. I'm cool with his role, but as a mainstay, I do need y'all to get a big man though. Whether it be the buyout, whether you call one of the old school cats back, I need y'all to get a big man. But I do like the direction the team is headed right now. Shout out to Dallas. Okay? Hey, Kyrie got a year left on his deal. Anthony Davis got 3 years left on his deal. Klay Thompson got 3 years left on his deal. You got a 3-year window to win a ring. Now, I don't think you will, but I think you can. I don't think you will, but I think you can. So, let's see how it plays out, right? And All-Star game. It's coming up.
I'm watching it.
All-Star game coming up, all right? 3-point contest, skills challenge, dunk contest, Rising Star challenge, 4-team elimination for the All-Star game. Look, hey, I'm cool with bringing things to the game that make it a little more popular and give it a little more street ball feel. Because that's how we fell in love with the game, is from street ball. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, we'll be back to see y'all in a few because we're going to talk Browns. I am Dee Trynt up here with my boy Tap, it's been a pleasure, bro. I got
Hey,
to
man.
get you up
Same
here
here,
more.
man. I appreciate y'all letting me join on y'all little podcast, man. Give my
Hey, man,
little
you got
insight.
up here and you actually using stats and logic. You ain't just bringing shit from the back of your back to say it. I love it. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, with that being said, peace. We'll holler at y'all in a few. Hold on, we waiting for who?